First off, I'd like to thank Paul Got That Funk for posting a mirror of Variablast request to have the Variablast channel reinstated on Paul's Beware That Funk channel. Thank you. Paul was reluctant to put it on his main channel, and I understand this. Paul is an upstanding citizen. Upstanding citizens are people that have a strong sense of right and wrong and morality, and when people break these rules, they are considered to be scum. And if they repeatedly break these rules, they are considered to be lower than scum. And Paul mentioned that Variable is his least favorite person on YouTube, presumably for this reason. And a number of other people, upstanding citizens, all have expressed somewhat similar opinions. Rosebush, Happy Cabby, Proportional Response, and Bionic Dance, to name a few. Of course, scum enablers like myself and C Insider, Danger Man 5, take a different position, perhaps somewhat self-serving, that individuals like this should be coddled and allowed to exist because of their art, because of their creativity, because of their intellect, regardless of how they destroy other people's lives and their own, and act as moral reprobates. And of course there's a long history, a tradition of supporting artists that are kind of weird, whacked out with all these kind of idiosyncratic and kind of scurrilous behaviors that are sort of looked aside because of their art. Upstanding citizens don't appreciate this. They look at things in black and white, and perhaps they're right. However, this is not my purpose here to discuss these matters, but another, the reinstatement of the Variablast channel. To this end, I have prepared a plan that must be put into action quickly before it's too late. Firstly, I believe that the videos will soon, in a matter of days, be destroyed by YouTube. And I think this would be a tragedy. Whatever you think of David, they are a treasure trove of art, ideas, and just wacky shit. Got something in my eye. Hang on. Or contacts. Okay. And wacky shit. So, here's what I've done. I have been online for 2 hours now scoping out the headquarters in California of YouTube. And I've actually found blueprints, documents, a whole bit on the entire layout and how people can enter the building and the floors. And it's really a cool place. I don't mean the crappy pictures they have, which are pretty cool, and the pool and all. I'm talking about the main entrance and how that works, the square footage and all that. And I'll be posting that online soon. But I've come up with a plan that we have to enact soon to save Variablast channel. Now, I've also been investigating. I have a background, of course, in chemistry. I've worked with polyurethane derivatives before. Now, polyurethane will expand to 30 times its own volume. They have some derivatives of this which will expand to almost 50 times its own volume. I don't know if you realize what that means, but what essentially happens is you take a very small quantity and it will rapidly expand. There's like gas that comes into it and it will just fill up a room if you have the right quantity. So I've thought of an idea here. It's based on the Occupy movement, but I think of it as having two components. You know how like the Palestinian Authority has they have the military branch and then they have the political branch? Oh, the IRA has the same shit. It's brilliant. See, the way it works is the military can do whatever they want. They can kill babies, slaughter families, burn down whole towns and stuff. And then the political wing says, well, we didn't really authorize that. They did it of their own volition. And we think it's just terrible what they've done. Just terrible. We're shocked. And so I think that what we want to do is get an organization. I haven't come up with a name for it yet. I probably should have before I started making this video, but I thought maybe some of you could help out with that. But, you know, some kind of maybe Occupy YouTube or whatever. But what we would do is, and I've kind of done some rough calculations already, which I'll have the skeptical heretic kind of check over because he's like pretty knowledgeable about everything and see if that work out. But what we can do is we can go in to the main lobby of YouTube, which is fairly big there. But what we can have is these canisters that are sort of, each canister in our legs and stuff, and then essentially would have the two canisters connected, like the way polyurethane derivatives work. And this is like an advanced derivative, which just really expands fast. It's incredible shit. I want to get a video up of that to show you that. You have like a connection between them. You turn the valves, and there's like it'll push those. They'll be under pressure. They'll push those two together. They'll mix, and you can have like a tube like here, and you can hold it like this. And I need a prop. Yeah, this is a good prop for me. And you kind of just like wag it around like this, and it'll come out at a high velocity. I've worked with this shit before. And the thing about it is that you can use this for two things. One, we're going to fill up the lobby of YouTube, fill up the entire lobby with this derivative, this polyurethane derivative. And it grows fast and quick, and you can't stop it. Once it starts, it's going to go, okay? And what we do is we position people. They come in, they're dressed differently and all. You can just walk in there, you know. I mean, just the lobby part. To get past that, you've got to have credentials and all that. But the lobby part is open. I checked on that. So we'll be able to go in there and kind of like, you know, wander about and look, blah, 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 blah. And then we'll unleash this, you know, this foam, okay? And the thing is, if security comes or anything, this foam is incredible. It comes at a high velocity. We'll just kind of put it right in their face. It's non-toxic. It does produce a gas, but the gas is contained within the foam itself. Now, what you wouldn't want to do is you wouldn't want to cover somebody completely in the foam, because then the oxygen diffusion rate would be very low, and that could kill them. So that would be wrong. But anyway, you know, we do that, and then here's the thing: we could fill up that lobby so that nobody could leave. I mean, we could just have this solid block, you know, of this foam, and I mean, you can try to ablate it, you can try to drill through it, but it's hard stuff. I mean, it's very porous, but it's hard. And, I mean, this would be part of it. But then the other thing I'm thinking is, before we do this, what we want to do is consult the media. Because we want to get our message out first, okay? That's the way to do it. Because we can make our point, okay? We can come up with an initial position, and we can position the whole idea in our favor to get Variablast channel reinstated. So I was thinking that the military wing should all be ugly guys like myself that scratch their balls and are not upstanding citizens. And then the political wing can be, you know, women that say, oh, well, we don't, those guys, you know, what they're doing. But see, what they'll do is off the record, they'll tell the reporters that they heard there was something that was going to happen. But, of course, they won't actually know that it was going to be this foam shit. They just thought it was going to be a sit-in or something like that, you know. Not this other kind of stuff. But it'll get a lot of media attention when people aren't able to get in and out of the building, and they have to kind of chisel away at this shit, to get out. And but they'll be able to convey the message. And when it actually happens, they'll tell the reporters that they'll be able to provide the information to them. And we'll have it all like explained and stated, and we'll have everything all prepared and ready for the news media. Now, I was also thinking about like how to get away, because we can set it up so we block the entrance and build this huge wall of foam, but then, like, what about getting away? Because it's not quite that easy if you look at the campus and all and how the whole thing is set up, okay? So what I was thinking is, I mean, I have some of my own money, but now that, of course, you know, my father's died and I have access to his estate, I have considerably more resources, and some of it doesn't need to be probated, it's under trust. So here's what I was thinking. We'll get helicopters, okay? By the way, I've already called and checked on that, and you know, on the West Coast, and I've got the cash, and that's all we need. Now we can't like bring them really close in, flying. I mean, that would attract attention. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring them as close as we possibly can. I have trucks that they'll be able to use them to get the helicopters in close enough so that it'll just be like a hop, skip, and a jump. So, you know, the folks that are part of the military wing doing the foam shit will be able to block everybody out, and they'll still have foam left to act. It's a non-lethal sort of device they can use in case anybody comes after them, and they'll be able to get to the copters, which will be nearby, And, like I think all we need is 2, right? Because I think we'll have like 10 people, 5 each. And we'll work all this out. I'll have it all posted online and all worked out. And it'll be all encrypted, so we'll be, in fact, this video is encrypted. The only reason you're seeing it now is because I'm allowing you to see it using my advanced technology, which I can't talk about any further. Okay, so that's my sort of idea. And then essentially what we'd want is we'd like to get a lot of people from the Occupy movement that are in that vicinity to come in to create more of a media circus. And essentially this will get the word out, and we'll position it. We'll have some PR people work on this because we really need to get that right. And I'm feeling really confident about this. Okay, so I'll be posting additional videos, constantly, maybe every 30 minutes from now on a specially encrypted channel, which I'll be informing you about by a special encrypted algorithm, and, just hang out there, watch it, and I do need your help, okay? So, whether you're going to be part of and there may be something sexist about this, but I really think we have to go the way I'm going here. And if anyone has any other ideas, thoughts on this, just put in the comments. I really appreciate it. But we got to move. We've got to move. Save the Variablast channel. All right.